Grand Rising Israel. Shalom. Shalom. Coming to y'all today, sharing with y'all again, just touching base on some topics that I covered in the past. And I'm seeing a lot of people, a lot of Edomites doing a lot of deflecting, as well as brothers from Israel being of the lost Israel, cleaving to this understanding or lack of understanding who we are as a people, that we are Shemites and not Hamites. And that brings into the I'll get to the Edomites and so-called white folks in the debates they presenting online. But the brothers mainly issue is when I bring up the fact about us Hamites, us Shemites not being Hamites, and the distinction as far as the notable distinction of how we grow hair. And I share many videos. Now, this is not to say that there are no Shemites in the land of Africa. That's never, I don't even understand how they came to that conclusion that I'm saying that all the Shemites were sold into slavery and only thing left in the land of Africa is Hamites. There's plenty of Shemites still there. I mean, you can see it. And it's also noted that I'm stating in those videos I'm sharing with information that we have mixed with a lot of them. They have mixed with us. So if you see some Africans with facial hair, yeah, they could have Shemite in their blood. But the majority of our people that's here in America are Shemites. We were taken from Africa. This is not this. I mean, the way they come in with this. I mean, we have been programmed and compromised so bad they just cannot. They cannot take the notion of understanding what a Shemite and a Hamite distinctive differences are. And this ain't nothing to go. I mean, how can I say it? I'm proud to be who I am. I'm proud of what that book details about us as a people. The slave ships, the journey, the ability to link that to us. Yes, I'm drawing attention to the information that details dreads, afros, beards, goatee is primarily a Hebrew Israelite, Judah, Benjamin, Levi attribute or physical characteristic. You can see that. And this is not to take anything away from us as a people, meaning when I say that, to try to disassociate ourselves with the land of Africa. I'm clearly pointing out the difference in us. And you should be proud of that this unique feature identifies you. I mean, when these brothers, like I say, I've had people resort to lying on the Bible of what they read, try to debunk what I'm bringing forth. And they want to do the kumbaya, gumbo soup, and we all the same. And no, you're misunderstanding that there's a blessing. I mean, nobody's getting anything unless you follow the laws and commandments, even for those going into servitude. But with this understanding, to the Jew first, the real Jews. So inheriting a lie and cleaving to that lie, there's no reward in that. There's no reward in welcoming in holding on to a lie and excusing everything that's coming before you to show you where your blessing is at. It benefits only who benefits in that lie. Our people have been marching since the 60s and before that with the lynching, asking for equal rights under the rule of Esau, Edom. It's not going to happen. The only thing we can do as a people is come back to the laws and commandments that were commanded our forefathers to keep and for us to wake and keep. And that's it. That's the only protection you're going to get from this world. This world is not going to overnight in your lifetime just do right by you. So understand what I'm saying, what I'm sharing, and letting you know. If this pertains to you, if your bloodline came off that ship, you have a blessing. That's all you should be worried about. But if you wrapped up in the world, you're gonna go with that 90% that's cleaving to this world. I'm not here to this is not a conversion. We've all inherited lies. I'm not no smarter than you when it comes to the ability to take in knowledge and information. You're only choosing to stay stuck on stupid if you're not heeding to the information that's before you that ridge that whole ignorance that we've been taught. And it's another thing, I keep finding myself in a conversation and repeating the same thing. The Bible has nothing to do with religion. Zero. The Someone said you keep referring back to the Bible, but you're saying it's not a religion. You were programmed. You have been compromised with that understanding that the Bible, if it's spoken out of, that it's got to do with religion. Yes, we understand. We fell as a people, and they used that and created all religions. They liked our playbook, period. They liked our playbook. And they knew the laws and commandments weren't given to them, so they tried to apply religion, a new understanding, to a new way of living for them that wasn't given the laws and commandments. This is an owner's manual for the Hebrew Israelites. And I ain't even say Hebrew Israelite. I'm going to just say for the Israelites, the 12 tribes. That's it. They plagiarized our book. So if you can erase the thought of religion and just understand this, the book was given to the 12 tribes of Israel, the book of Israelites. As you see that book, it says in there, the God of the Hebrews. So just understand this. That book was strictly given to those 12 tribes, that nation, that whole 12 tribes is a nation. And it is about the laws and commandments they are to keep as a people. And conclusion, it is about the punishment that will befall them if they did not keep those laws. That's all the book's about. That is not religion. That's an owner's manual. So this is what I've been dealing with our people that's in this world. And I'm not, I might sometimes seem like I'm getting caught up in defensive, but I feel justified in it because I'm defending what the truth is, that I'm happy to know who I am and everything makes sense now. And I refuse to back down to something that doesn't make any sense right now, of religion, of the lies. Knowing what I have information wise, and it's making it all sense and it's adding up, to let you argue your point, which is an inherited lie. And we can end it all by proving it. Prove all things, as the scripture says. Prove all things. Lay it down. And just to keep repeating, no, this is what someone said. They had many books to show our history. They were raised in the Caribbean and everything. Now, ain't the Caribbean one of the places that we were colonialized in and enslaved in? Who are your teachers over there? Edomites? You have learned nothing. And to tell me in that conversation that you've read the Bible. I'm not going to lie to anyone and tell you I ever completely read the Bible. I'm learning and I'm getting material and I'm proving everything that I'm taking in and I'm sharing. I'm proving it before I present it because I don't want to look like a fool. Just to get a point across. That's how religions operate. I'm not going to speak on a matter, share on a subject that I'm not understood in, that I haven't researched and understood as I took that material in. I know little things of like about the giants, the splicing of animals and such that they did, the heathen nations and everything, but I haven't gotten into that. I mean, even when I was in the world, I wasn't into sci-fi stuff, and that's where that stuff touched as far as me wanting to be interested in it. You know what I'm saying? But there's so many things that the Most High in that book detail. I haven't read the book front to back. So I'm not gonna go into areas that I'm not comfortable in, as far as to be sharing with people. I'm not a teacher or a preacher. But if I'm gonna share something to you, I want to know what I'm talking about, and then I'm hoping that other people have seen this material too, and that's what I'm trying to get with other people and us uh, collab in conversation on the stuff that we are both amazed at. Man, this is really what's happening. Instead, people are coming to defend this world, the lies, with no material to back up why they still believe in what they believe in. And I mean, I'm just all over the place right now because I was just like I said in a debate. I hate to seem like I get all into it and everything, but I just want to share with my people. That's it. I'm not trying to convert nobody. This is not a religion. I just want y'all to see what I see. And if you and I even do that, I share material, video wise and out the book. And I'm saying to these people who don't get it, take some time out of this conversation and just go research it yourself. And they always come back and say, I've done my research for 10 years. They always put a 10-year, 9-year, 15-year cap on their information. They keep saying this, and I'm starting to know a lot of y'all are liars. A lot of y'all are liars. And that's probably why I get my emotions in. Because as a man in this world, I felt I didn't have to lie to another grown man. I lied to police when need be. I don't lie to grown men. That is not no characteristic I ever had. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I gotta lie to you, I'm about to do something to you, or you the police. Period. I don't get into lying. So I'm thinking, but I've heard that from a lot of my family members. You take people at face value too much. A lot of people full of crap. But like I say, I'm not bringing to y'all. I'm not on no crap. I'm not trying to play games. I'm not trying to do this for likes. I appreciate the information, and I appreciate the people that view it and show that they liked it and they got it. That lets me know that I'm doing the work of the Most High and people are getting it. All praise to the Most High. No glory to me. I'm not doing this for likes. I want my people out of this condition. And then I've had, oh man, my God, my head. But anyway, then the Edomites, the stuff that they do in the comment section. We had somebody come on and tell us that the Esau and Jacob story was something of a fable, that Jacob was spiritual and Esau was the physical. Some nonsense, man. I don't know where they getting their teachers from, but they have all the Most High didn't put the spirit on them to discern certain feelings and understanding of reality. And a lot of their stories, they got so many avenues of excuses to not own up to who they are as a nation. And this is not to say that some Edomites genuinely come on there and like on it and say a comment, and and they recognize what's going on. More power and all praises due to the Most High, and bless you, because there will be a blessing coming to you for being understanding with that heart. It's the ones that come with no shame, deflecting, and ain't adding nothing to. I mean, we already were born in confusion, and they come and try to entangle your way out of this world and understanding everything makes sense now. They come to try to put a block up to keep you in that stupid. And I'm like, dude, do you know I see you? I mean, some even call us Israelites black Hebrew Israelites or slash racist. There's no such thing as a black Hebrew Israelite. So anytime you see that, that's code word for, I think you just another group like the Black Panthers. And even though the Black Panthers wasn't a divisional uh, group, they became militant. They was a neighborhood community food program for their community. They only got demonized when the police started killing people and they had to draw weapons. But anyway, they try to put the black badge on it. They try to demonize it like it's something of this world, the Hebrew Israelites. They keep trying to put that together. Hebrew Israelites were Israelites. Period. God, his son, are Israelites. So hate on it, put the spin on it, They hated Christ. You know what I'm saying? Who you ignorantly known as Jesus. You saw what the Edomites did to him. So keep trying to do it in this modern day and time and show your true colors. And this is why he said he hated Esau. Because you're showing no change in your attributes and your actions. Keep it up. All this is going on your resume. Keep putting comments on us brothers' things, denying the truth. It's on your resume. Keep doing it. You're going to have to answer to that. You're going to have to answer to that. And I would not want to be in your shoes. But anyway, let me get out of my feelings. Let me say this. I'm only here. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a teacher. I'm simply sharing. I gave titles of videos, scriptures with chapters. You can see it yourself. If you're not willing to entertain the information, I'm making it easy. I'm sitting before you, sharing with you. If you're not willing to do that, move on to find something else. Find some Boondock stuff to watch or Kardashian episodes to follow. This ain't for you. I'm strictly trying to wake up the people that know the truth and pass on and learn new material from them as they learn from me too. And also share with people who didn't know that and find it interested and it makes sense to them. This is what this gathering is for. You know what I'm saying? And Edomites, so-called white man, you're welcome to learn. Also, this doesn't exclude you with any kind of hatred. This is not no kind of hate gathering. This is what Christ's ministry and his whole understanding was about. You understand that he had a special people, and those others were Gentiles, strangers. This is what you're considered out of that book. So if you want to be the hateful stranger, Gentile, act accordingly. If you want to be the stranger Gentile that gets it and understand you just weren't born with the blessing and being of the chosen, but there's still room for you and love to be shared like you a brother, then pay attention. Not all these Israelite brothers out here operating with anger. You know, some of them, they got generational scars from how the nation of Esau treat them in this world. And some of them have taken into this understanding of who they are and aggressively use this information to get their lick back. Do you blame them? To find out they're the chosen and they feel out of the book of Obadiah, knowing what's going to come to you, and they verbally assault you with that? Do you blame them? These people have been hurt over generations, and nobody's done an event to do anything to compassionately welcome them. You got Kaepernick kneeling. He's getting crucified for that. You got a 16-year-old getting shot 16 times in the street by a cop, and the cop get 18, 19 months for that, and he gets applauded. Nobody's up in an uproar. You see what you're doing to God's children? Look at what you're doing to Issachar, the Mexicans, what you're doing to Venezuela right now, you know what I'm saying? Disrupting another government. This is what Esau is known for, the so-called white man. So these Israelite brothers, expressing this anger and stuff, you got to understand it. But know this. We understand that Bible, understand with Deuteronomy what he said that he was going to do to us in Deuteronomy 28 as a nation of people being the seed of our forefathers as punishment. Ain't none of us bearing up any arms and trying to harm you or threaten you. The Most High hasn't commanded none of that. It's not in the Bible. The vengeance is the Lord. You need to be worrying about God. In YouTube, open your Bible, the vision of Obadiah. That's what you need to be worried about. Don't worry about no Israelite brother. And stop calling us black Hebrew Israelites. Because the Puerto Ricans, yeah, they kind of black. But the Mexicans, the Native Indians, they melanated people also. But you do so much ignorant stuff as a nation of people. It's hard to take any of you serious or have compassion towards you when we get this information and we see you fit those shoes so well as a nation, as Obadiah details, and what the Most High God said he's going to do to you as a nation. But going back to what I'm saying, to those Edomites with a heart, continue to follow the laws and commandments as other Israelite brothers are doing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the brothers with a little anger and aggression and everything, I'm not going to tell them to tone it down. It's not in my place. It's on the Most High to temper their tempers. You know, I'm not worried about them, but you definitely don't have to worry about them. But if you keep using your media, your propaganda that you used in this world to affect the Most High's awakening, you're going to find more trials and tribulations in your world upon your people. Like what he's doing, the Most High is doing to your people. Suicide, cops killing themselves, mass shootings and everything. These are some of the plagues that it was spoke of in the Bible. And if you continue to oppress his people as they wake, you're going to find yourself in some very bad problems of this world. And I mean, it goes for the innocent of you Edomites that are going to be affected. Housewives who innocently just want to live in this world and continue to reap the benefits of their privilege, you know. But it's going to be plagues that the Most High will to make the common of your people suffer because you keep inflicting on his people. Stop it. Just stop it. Open that book. This is not a religion. Get to know who you are in your role. That goes for Esau. That goes for Israel. With that, and I'm speaking from the spirit, you know. I'm just so tired of all the lies. But with that, you know, I was entertained. I'm sitting up here, you know, the Super Bowl came on and I just saw how they were spinning the narrative. You know, they tried to take the attention away from players possibly kneeling. And they did a big episode of the patriotism, you know, brought out the military and spread the flag all over the screen and had the jets flying by and everything. A whole spectacle to make you think that anything that takes attention from that is against America, which we know America is now Babylon. So you're doing yourself no good. You're driving a nail in all four corners of your coffin. I'm talking about the nation of Esau, Edom, because you keep pushing the narrative to confuse people, deflect from the real issue that Kaepernick was kneeling about. But you know, understanding too, Kaepernick not understanding that he's an Israelite. We're under the curse of Deuteronomy. Long as you don't know who you are and you still follow in this world, you're subject to get shot in the street by the police. Long as you don't know who your God is. Those curses are gonna keep happening to our people if you don't wake up. You're subject to all the curses of Deuteronomy if you still follow in this world. So you will continue to get shot in the street, legally owning a gun, legally getting off of work and going into your home to go to sleep, and your neighbor come downstairs and shoot your ass. This is what you're subject to. They keep moving the goalposts. These are curses of Deuteronomy. But the Edomites, just because they're acting out on our curses and everything, they're getting it tenfold. Because in our calamity, the Most High would chase them down. So, like I say, watching the game and just seeing the spectacle that they put on for display to keep those in this world confused and divided under a false narrative, patriotism, and skin color. And that Bible has to do with his people. And if some of you think that's racist and everything, you're misunderstanding. You're misunderstanding. You're totally misunderstanding, because let's say if his chosen were goldfish, and the goldfish could talk and teach the commandments and everything, we understanding that we were born as a human. Are we going to be mad and jealous or pissed off at goldfish because they're the chosen? No, we're going to sit in front of that fish tank and we're going to try to figure out what we need to know to continue to get blessings. But he sent us into captivity under a foolish nation and a lesser God. Your foolish nation is the nation of Esau, Edom, America, Trump, displayed every week, 13 lies a day, average. And your lesser God is religion. Something to ponder on. with that, I'm done with this message. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy y'all day. Blessings. Shalom.